You've got it tuned to KEXP at 90.3 FM in Seattle, streaming worldwide at kexp.org. I'm Cheryl Waters down here in the KEXP studios with New Age Healers. Welcome.
Hey, Cheryl, how are you?
So happy you could squeeze us in today. Very excited about your new record, Debris.
Thank you. We're excited, too.
You're going to play some songs from that. You want to kick us off with a couple of new ones?
Yeah, this one's called A Message from the Past.
New Age Healers live on KEXP, where the music matters. You're listening to New Age Healers live on KEXP, where the music matters. They have a brand new album out called Debris. It's the third release for the band, and a show coming up at the Clockout Lounge on September 7th. So excited to have them in studio with us today, playing songs from the new record. It's New Age Healers.
so am I. Saints are sinners and sinners are saints until they die. Until they die. Until they die. Until they die. Until they die.
That is New Age Healers live here on KEXP, songs from their new album, Debris. So great to have you here. Owen, thanks so much for bringing the band in today.
It is an honor to be here, Cheryl. Thank you so much.
You know, when you have a friend that is in a band, you kind of hold your breath and cross your fingers that you're gonna
Sorry,
like the
we
music.
let you down.
You know what a big fan I am of the band, and something we share is our love of a certain kind of music, and I think it's fair to say that you're cuckoo for shoegaze.
I love it, yeah.
It's such a great format, and you played in noisy bands when you were younger. And tell me about starting New Age Healers. What kicked this project off?
Yeah, so I was commuting to Los Angeles 5 days a week. I'd go leave Monday morning about 6 a.m. flight, go down there, work down there for the entire week, then come back that night. And then I quit that job. And I came back here and I was rehabbing our house. And in the process of rehabbing our house, I'd have something to listen to. It was about 20 or 15 or so, and I was listening to Kexp all the time. It's before I worked here. For those who don't know, I produced the morning show with John. And it's funny, it was either your show or John's show for sure. I heard
I'm going to say my show.
We'll say your show. I heard a Band of Horses song, Sleep. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I was just struck by how amazing it was. First off, he has a fantastic voice, right? But as far as I can tell, it's 2 chords, but there's so many dynamics and things happening in that song. I was like, well, if they can do something that amazing from something that simple, why can't I just give it a shot? And so I kind of, for the first time in 15 years, picked up a guitar and plugged in my computer and started futzing around with GarageBand, and from there started writing songs. And gosh, I mean, I've probably written 80 songs since then, and 40 some odd of them have made it onto recording, to records. Yeah, 3 records so far.
Wow, so New Age Healers, it sounds like, is born because of KEXP.
Absolutely. Yeah, you kind of saved my life a little bit. Yeah.
Well, you definitely have the fuzzy guitars, the distortion, the dreamy melodies. I mean, what's not to love? This is your 3rd album. You talked about how you were playing all those parts. How do you build a song? Are you doing everything on these records?
This last record, the whole band came together and really. So the first 2 records I did by myself. I played every instrument, and some of those are drum programming, some of it's drum programming, but most of it's me playing by myself. But there's something about having a group of people come together and make music that just elevates it, and so for example, the guys in the band, Adam plays guitar, Alan plays bass, Scott plays drums. They add little pieces. Adam has a fantastic attention to detail that really, every sound is meticulous because of Adam, and I'm grateful for that.
That's the nice way of saying it.
No, it's the truth. It's really important, actually. Scott has a fantastic voice and adds these crazy harmonies and ideas to songs that I never in a million years would have thought of. Alan is a fantastic bass player, also is a great singer. Almost that last song there, you're almost operatic, actually. It's just, they add these pieces and stuff. There's some songs that are 3- and 4-part harmonies. It's incredible, and it's because of these guys.
Well, I love that you have a band here in Seattle that's gelled, because in the early incarnations of New Age Healers, it was kind of just you. You played with some musicians here in Seattle, but you had this idea, because you traveled so much for work, of having a band in every city.
Yeah.
And you'd go somewhere. You have lots of friends that are musicians. You're from the Twin Cities. Talk about sort of that concept that you had in mind.
Well, right. The idea was, and this is kind of pie in the sky stuff, but I have friends who are musicians who've been in bands for a long time, but they're my age. They've got families and careers and stuff. But like one-off things they'd be open to doing. So I actually have a band on the East Coast that I could put together if I wanted to. But no, this is the band now. Just being clear here. And then I actually played 2 shows with friends in Minneapolis. Rob from Arc Welder, who used to be on Touch and Go, and a few other people. And it's a different band with different people, and it makes everything different, and that's cool. But this is the right band, and these are the guys we're the band. Yeah.
Well, I think he says that to the other band, though.
That's right. Nudge, wink, say no more.
Well, I love that you said pie in the sky, because you're just a person with a lot of great ideas, and I feel like you don't have a no gene, you're just like, that's possible. What can we do? What would be fun? What would make that better? And it seems like this band was born out of that enthusiasm and that passion, and clearly a great love for music. Well, you have 10 jobs and you travel a ton, and you still manage to play a lot of shows with this band. I see you playing out here. You were just down in Portland. I mean, being so busy and having families, what's the plan for the band?
Well, Adam and his wife Sylvia are about to have a child. What's the due date?
That is September 24th.
September
Baby
24th.
2, and we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. We're going to get surprised.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So we have one more show at the Clock Out Lounge.
September 7th.
Thank you. And then we're just going to kind of take it easy. I mean, I've got a whole stack of songs we can record if we want to. But, it just depends on when everyone has time and stuff, I mean, he's going to be a father for the second time here with young kids. That takes priority for sure over this amazing band.
You'll be on band-ternity leave.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think I still get paid, though, when I'm on band parental leave.
Yeah,
I think.
just as much as you're getting paid right now.
Yeah.
Tell me about the making of this new record. I know that you did a lot of stuff yourself on the first 2 records, and you went into a professional studio this time around. Yeah,
Laundry Room Studios with Barrett Jones, who you would know from the early Foo Fighters stuff, President of the United States, Spinanes, a million different recordings. He's incredible. He's almost like a 5th member of the band in terms of adding ideas and harmonies and arrangements and stuff. And he is also meticulous in getting great sounds. And he let us use his gear and stuff. And it was a total joy to hang out and record with him and have these songs brought to life in a way that you could never have possibly imagined. All bands should go talk to Barrett Jones at Laundry Room Studios and consider recording there.
Yeah, and he's super patient, too, which is awesome.
The new album from New Age Healers called Debris, and with all the things you have going on in your lives, and it definitely feels like this is something that brings you a lot of joy, and you can tell that when you're playing.
Yep, that was the idea, get a bunch of people together, have amazing experiences like this one right here with friends, all in the room, hanging out, playing music. Yeah, incredible. We're blessed.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. It's New Age Healers live in the KEXP studios. Here's more music.
Satellites.
She melts my heart with an invitation. Smile calls me like an invocation. 'Cause the satellites, just you and me, dancing around the debris. understood the animation, so they avoided us like radiation. 'Cause we're satellites, we're satellites, just you and me, dancing around the debris. Yeah, we're satellites, satellites, just you and me, dancing around the debris.
That's New Age Healers live here in the KEXP studios. Tuning up those fuzzy guitars right now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That is New Age Healers from their 2017 album, Where the Tragic Happens. That sounded awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. What a pleasure.
The new record called Debris. They're going to be playing the last show for a while, not forever, at the Clock Out Lounge on September 7th. Go out and catch them live. This is New Age Healers live on KEXP Seattle. We did it!
We made radio!
Yay!
All right, let's do it all again now.
Discover new music at listenerpowered KEXP.org.